I don't know, an impromptu live chat and a little bit of a fashion show at the same time. So hopefully you're watching there, and we're going to have a giveaway, we're going to have a competition. So somebody needs to tag the word Sully and Juno in the comments below. Now to tag a company, you have to use the @ sign, okay? And Sully is spelled Sully. The and sign, you know that fancy and sign, so not AND. You know,
Celine is watching. Celine will find them.
Thanks, Celine. And Juno, Juno. You will find them both on Instagram, also on Facebook, and we're going to have a giveaway. So Sully and Juno are a company ran by two mad-hearted women, okay? I'm actually not sure whether they're sisters or just best friends. And if anybody has been watching Traitors on the telly, one of them actually participated in it as well. So they have a shop down in Wexford Town. Wexford Town is absolutely gorgeous. And they do a lot of, it's not all what they do, but they do a lot of like clothes and accessories suitable maybe for people that have sensory issues. So both children and both adults. But they have a full range of fashion clothes, and recently there with the festivals, Electric Picnic and all the other festivals that's going on. We're a bit old for them.
I'm not too old.
I suppose you went to one there up in the Royal Hospital. I'm definitely too old for the festivals. I like me comfort. I'm not into that hard slog.
Taylor over in TK Floral in New York says he's sending love from New York.
Tyler, how are you? Great to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. Mwah! Love and wishes to yourself and Randy. You'd actually love this top, Tyler. So there's a little bit of Gaelic, so a little bit of Irish on it. So for any of our Irish followers, it actually says Dia Dit, and that means hello. And for yourself, Tyler, then it says bitch. Okay. Some people might like that part, but I just think it's gas. So a little bit of Gaelic and then just a little bit of Dublin slang thrown in.
Celine says she can't find them, but somebody is tagging them there. So they are. Anne-Marie has tagged Sully and Juno. She hasn't actually tagged them, she just put their name there.
Okay.
Aisling is watching from a very wet Sligo.
Hey Aisling, how are
I
you?
see Brian, who's John's nephew.
Aisling would love this top, wouldn't
No,
you?
she would not, unless you give her your one.
She would love this top.
She thought
but
it was...
also comes in pale pink. Aisling got an honours Irish, so she'd understand it to it. So that's there in pale pink. So there's one for myself and one for Deirdre. And the following weekend, we're actually heading over to the UK. And I just thought, you know what, these are going to be perfect airport sweaters for travelling in. Nice and warm and cosy, because we're going on a Ryanair flight. And we always book the window and the outside. And we always take a chance that hopefully the middle seat is left empty, that nobody would book, because I'd never book a middle seat, you know, that way, unless it was the last seat on the plane. 99% of the time, we've been really, really lucky anyway. But when you're in the window seat, it just be absolutely freezing. Well, I always think it's freezing. I feel the cold. And I have to say, these are really warm and cuddly. This is not a sponsorship. This is not an ad. These were actually a gift that she just sent them out to us because we just put up a few posts advertising the special discount that they had. And you know what, at the time I probably should have shown these sweatshirts, because I think it was a 15% discount and all you had to use was the word faithful, okay? But I'm sure if you use it again, even if it's gone out of date, I'd say if you get
just say you saw up in case we're a little bit slow behind.
A bit slow, do you know that way? So that's it there in the pale pink. Dia Dit bitch. I just think it's brilliant. So she could have other colours. She obviously sent us the pink because she knew they were the colours that we were going to love. But again, keeping to the Irish theme, and also for anyone that likes their colours, that's the other sweatshirt. Well, they probably have loads of other sweatshirts there. And this one is obviously Deirdre's. Deirdre is Anam Dum. And then I have my one underneath, because we're going to bring these to the UK. I just think they're all going to be looking at us and saying, what does it say on their sweatshirts? So on the other one there, obviously it's my name on the other one there. And it says, Jeanette is Anam Dum. And they have these in kids sizes. I bought these for my friend that had a little baby, and I got it done for her as well. I just think they're gorgeous.
And it doesn't cost anything to get the name on them.
No, the name is free. Like, they're personalised, and you can get anything you want wrote on it. Like, you don't have to get it done in Irish. You could get it done in an American, Tyler. You can get Randy and Tyler on it. You can get anything at all that you want. So she also sent out these little bags. So basically, bag for life. You know, in Ireland we have to pay for the plastic bag. Seems to be the same all over. I know it's the same in Spain. So it's a nice little shopping bag. Just hold the bare essentials, a bottle of wine, packet of cigarettes, and a big bag of Doritos, and maybe a little jar of dips. You know, just essentials is what, maybe even a bottle of Bacardi and a bottle of Coke. But if you wanted to get a sliced pan and a carton of milk, I'm sure you'd be able to squeeze them in there too. Now, the Irish on this one is a little bit, and I'm going to definitely pronounce this wrong, okay? Anal na breha on
Let me see.
I haven't a clue how you pronounce that.
Anil na breath na taharu. Change is the, what's the change?
Change is the breath of life. So sounds good anyway. So that's what it is in English. There it is in Irish. Wouldn't they make a lovely gift? And we've two of them. And we're going to give them away today. So how will we?
I think comment below with your favourite Irish word or your favourite Irish saying.
An bhfuil cead go dul má sé de holy. An bhfuil cead go dulgadí an letters má sé de holy. That's about a bit of the Irish. And you know when you're meeting an American and they say, can you speak Gaelic? You know, that's in their best American accent. And we then start rhyming off. An bhfuil cead go dulgadí an letters má sé de holy. On Finneog, Honduras,
the national anthem.
the national anthem thrown in, and she did just think they were amazing.
And if you just say the national anthem without singing it, you actually sound so fluent. Just don't ask, because what's the meaning in English?
So anybody wants to put their favourite Irish word, Irish sentence, anything at all, a little bit of Gaelic in the comments below, and I'm going to pick two winners again the end of this. I was going to say again the end of this show. Again, the end of this
live
presentation live, and we pick two winners. So I think they're going to be lovely. So what's happening here at the school? A huge thanks to all the lovely messages that we have received about Mrs. K and Mr. K. If you have read some of our postage that's gone out lately, have we had a week of planes, trains, ambulances, automobiles, and the A&E hospital? Started off at the beginning of the week, Mr. K had, what's the name,
a basal cell carcinoma.
Anyway, a little lump on his nose, and he had to go in to get it removed, and decided to take a bit off his cheek as well, and then he decided to take a lump off his neck to do a skin graft to make him look pretty again. And he looks like he's after doing about 20 rounds with Hulk Hogan if he was still alive. So that all happened on Tuesday morning, but all went really well. Monday morning.
Yeah, we got the phone call when we were in Holland.
Yeah. So then on Monday evening, we got another phone call then to say Mrs. K was after falling over when she was doing ballet lessons, getting into bed. And unfortunately, she broke her arm. So she then ended up in A&E on Tuesday morning. And this week has just been one hospital visit after another. So between Mr. K having to go back then on Wednesday to get his bandages changed.
No, today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. So he was back there yesterday. Mrs. K was back there today. She was getting her plaster Paris, a full plaster Paris instead of the half one and so on. Mr. K is back tomorrow to get the nose looked at again. And then on Friday, they actually have a dentist appointment, okay? So the two of them is going around like Wuzzle Gummidge at the moment. So it has just been a gas week, you know what I mean? And they're both in the best of form. But you know yourself sometimes, elderly parents, hospital visits, and I have to say, fair play to Deirdre. I've been holding the fort, and she has been doing most of the visits. So, huge thanks for all your
because in fairness, I've actually, and I haven't even got to answer all of the emails. There's absolutely hundreds of emails there. Well, maybe not hundreds, but it's definitely in the 30s and 40s of emails.
You're starting to send the influencers hundreds of messages.
But I will come back to you. I will get back to you. I just have a few other important emails to get through as well. Oh, there's loads of Irish sayings coming in.
Brilliant.
A few of them I'm not sure of the spelling, but I understand what they're saying.
Doesn't matter. We won't have a clue. As I said, I couldn't even pronounce what was on the bag. You know that way. It's Annan Dum. I definitely knew that one. Jeanette is Annan Dum. And the Dia Dit, I definitely knew what that one, and I definitely knew what bitch meant. That's not an Irish word, by the way. That's an American word. So the next thing is on Monday we're going to kick off to a really busy week. We have Module 1, which is our beginners flower arranging. Module 2, which is our intermediate hand-tied bouquets, sympathy floristry, remembrance wreaths and funeral tributes. That's all going to be covered on Module 2. And Module 3, which is bridal floristry, wedding bouquets, bridesmaids bouquets, buttonholes, corsages, flower girls accessories, and we have 2 new courses, 2 new classes that have been added also into the Module 3 tutorial. So they all kick off on Monday. They're all 4-week online programs, completely online. All your flowers, all your materials. So that would be a module 2 kit. Don't really you can make out the number 2 on the box. This is our way of filing things here at the school. And this is a module 1 kit. So that would have all the containers, oases, ribbons, wires, all the materials that they require for their class is sent out in these boxes. And then 10-12 days into the program, everybody booked onto the program gets a fresh flower delivery direct from the Netherlands, delivered directly to your home. And again, everything will be in it. So again, when I'm working in roses, you're working in roses. When I'm adding in Lucky Bamboo, you're adding in Lucky Bamboo. When I'm adding in wax flower, you're adding in wax flower. So again, it's a little bit like Ready, Steady, Cook. If anybody has any questions about any of the classes, if you are booked on, check your emails, because I need to get you into your bloom room, I need you to get you signed up to the program, and that the ball will be rolling from
And if you are booked on and you haven't got an email, drop me an email, because I did email everyone that's starting last night.
And if you haven't booked on, but you're interested in booking on, drop Deirdre an email and we can give you more information. Or if you want to drop us a WhatsApp, we can have a little chat about it.
And there is still funding for Module 3.
So it's info@caseflowerschool.com, and the funding for Module 3 takes 30% discount off the price of the course, which is a huge saving. And for anybody overseas, there also is an overseas grant. So just drop Deirdre an email, tell her what country you're in, and again, she can organise, I think it's a €200 discount for the overseas funding, and that she can cover all that in the email. Anything else to tell them?
I don't think so. Do you want to show them the stand thing?
Oh yeah. So do you remember there last year or the year before, it's a bit tight here, we were over in Florex and there was a company demonstrating, and the company was called Viva la Fleur. I mentioned this during the week, and the stand was called a bloom shaper. And what it actually does, it makes it really easy to create bouquets of flowers in the shape of a heart bouquet. And you have 2 different sizes. There's a smaller one, so the dark purple now doesn't be the size of the dark purple. That's the inset for the smaller bouquet, which actually takes 18 roses. And then you can unscrew that part, and then you're left with the larger outline. And again, there's like a what would you call these? A grid, I suppose. Yeah. That an insert that goes into it, and you do a larger bouquet, and that takes 40 roses, wasn't
40,
it?
yeah, I think it was
and
38.
you did it in 2 colours, yeah, we were saying 22
and 18, that's right, yeah.
Now, we were actually gifted this stand, okay? Again, this is not an ad, it's not sponsored. They gifted this, and this was actually supposed to be one of the prizes for the Florist of the Year award. Now, you know, we were absolutely inundated with prizes for the Florist of the Year award, but I kind of felt with this, it was a little bit of a waste to give this out to somebody who hadn't got a clue how to use it. So what we've been doing over the past few days is I've been putting together some tutorials showing you how to use these stands. They're really easy. It's real gobshite flower arranging. Now, I know some people are watching there and they're saying it's possible to do a hand-tied bouquet of roses in the shape of a heart without using one of these gadgets. And absolutely, it's also possible to bark, but that's why you get a dog. It's also possible to run a marathon, but that's why you watch it on the telly. Do you understand? It just makes life easy for you, but absolutely you could do it without using this stand.
You done it in under 2 minutes.
Yeah, 1 minute 36 seconds I think it took me to do the smaller one using 18 roses. I don't think I would be able to create a heart-shaped wedding bouquet or gift bouquet, it doesn't have to be weddings, with 18 roses in 1 minute and 36 seconds. So like, it's really easy, and anybody that has children or juniors helping them in their business, this is a gift. And it's not just for Valentine's Day. Again, I try to do designs that would be suitable for all year round, and obviously Christmas included as well. So watch out, I'll have them videos going up very soon. At the moment, there's a lot of the hydrangea videos going up, where you can get the hydrangea video step-by-step tutorial completely free. If anybody hasn't got that yet, put the word hydrangea in the comments and we'll get that link out to you. Now, the magic word, don't use it yet because I haven't got it ready, but the magic word will be bloom, and when it's set up, it's not set up yet, when you put the word bloom in the comments below, you'll be able to get a free class on how to use the bloom shaper. And I think what we've decided to do is loan it.
We're going to loan it out to, to a few different florists for to try it.
You know, you're going to get a loan of it, but you have to give it back, okay? So again, if there is any flower shops, and you'll obviously have to collect it and drop it back to us. I have enough to do now. Without running around, you know, the way delivering it. And again, there'll be absolutely no charge. But I think it'd be a nice, fair way to do it. If anybody wants to borrow, get a lend of it, have a loan of it or whatever, you're absolutely more than welcome, and we can sort that out. But as I said, we will have the tutorials ready where you can watch them. You can see me doing the bigger ones and the smaller ones, a couple of different colours. We'll do one in slow motion, as I call it, where I'll go through every step-by-step technique of how I use it, give you all the information. And then once you know it, I'll do the other ones on a little bit of a fast forward so that you can see different designs, different colours being used. And again, I'd love to see what you yourself come up with. So how's the Gaeilge coming
on? No, there's lots of Gaeilge coming in. I've 2 winners.
Okay.
So one of them is Bernadette O'Brien. And she says, "Ta to go hauling."
Oh, thanks a million. That means I'm absolutely gorgeous. Thanks a million, Bernie.
So, Bernadette, if you send me an email with your name and address, I will get one of those bags in the post.
And if you're on there, do you want the cream one or the grey one? Senior first, give us let me know what colour you want.
And the other winner then is Geraldine Kelly. And she wasn't sure about the spelling.
Doesn't matter.
Pug the hole.
Oh, kiss me arse. That's a good one. And you see the way I actually knew the translation of that one, isn't it mad? Like certain things stick in your head. That's a brilliant one.
So Geraldine, again, drop us an email with your...
and whatever colour Bernadette doesn't want, you're going to get the other colour. But they're both brilliant bags. And as I said, a bottle of Bacardi and a bottle of Coke are going to fit into them perfectly. Well, so will a sliced pan and a bottle of milk. Now, again, I'd love if you popped over to Sully and Juno. Maybe they're only on Instagram, maybe they're not on Facebook, but pop over, tell them you've seen the lovely sweatshirts, the colourful ones with Jeanette is Ann Dunn, or Do You Dip Bitch, or the shopping bags, but have a look at all the other stuff they have. If you do have a child or an adult with sensory issues, they have these fabulous earmuffs, yeah. For blocking out sound.
Ear
defenders for blocking out sound, but they're in fabulous colours.
But also they've all removable tags and they've seamless socks and seamless knickers and...
I don't know about the knickers now.
I know they have the socks. Yeah, and they've the
leggings,
the seamless leggings and stuff like that, all 100% cotton.
And no labels, and the labels come off, you know that way, because seemingly some autistic kids like absolutely crackle with the seams and the labels and so on. So again, they have everything designed around them. But anybody going to festivals, they have these gorgeous furry jackets.
Oh my God,
and they have t-shirts with every slogan, and they must have a bit of Gaeilge in there because a lot of them have a little bit of Irish slang thrown in with a bit of English kind of like thrown in there as well. So pop over, follow their page, give them a little bit of support, you know, that way, and share them, you know what I mean, because that's what it's all about. Like, we're all about supporting small businesses, and we definitely support women in business. We support the men as well. Pop over to TK Floral Designs over in America. That's Tyler and Randy that I was talking about there earlier on. And again, if you want to see some amazing wedding floral structures and decorating up events and hotels for weddings, Tyler and Randy do fantastic work. And again, their own wedding was out of this world.
We're going to be doing a few nice things in a few weeks' time.
Absolutely, yeah, forgot about that. What's your one that got engaged over in America?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I'd say Tyler's going to get her a wedding. Yes, so will it be next weekend? It will be next weekend.
Well, I don't even know what it is.
The weekend of the 20th.
Yeah, that weekend is 20th.
So over in London, I don't know how you pronounce it, Kew Gardens, Kew, not sure how you pronounce it, but it's in London anyway. They're having a massive big floral extravaganza, and it's all going to be floral structures but using the theme Downton Abbey. Did anybody else watch Downton Abbey? If you haven't, I just think it's amazing. I loved every bit of it. I devoured it, I did. Season 1, Season 2, and as far as I know, there's a movie coming out around now, as far as I know. But the theme is going to be obviously the dresses of the lady and the suits of the butlers and the men and so on. So we have been invited over to London to take part in that next weekend. So that's going to be really exciting, and we're hoping to hold on for another day or two to then do a tour when it's open to the public, that we can show you then what all
in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, and in front of the scenes.
Behind the scenes will be at the weekend, and in front of the scenes then will be on the Monday, where we'll show you what everybody else has done. They won't be as good as their ones now, obviously. Absolutely not. Ours is going to be go home.
Just as long as we don't have any more ballerina acts in the meantime.
Absolutely, yeah. So if there is anybody out there who's interested in a bit of nurses' aid, home help, or Meals on Wheels, and wants to look after Mr. and Mrs. K next weekend we're in the UK, just comment below there and we'll send you out a free link. So we've our 2 bags organised.
Two bags organised. So what we say, we've Bernadette O'Brien and Geraldine Kelly.
Listen, thanks a million, everybody. Did Bernadette say what bag she wanted?
Not yet, no.
No, I'll find it in the comments. Again, huge thanks for all your support, all your well wishes. We really appreciate it, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed. So have a lovely day, have a lovely weekend, and talk to you all soon. See you then. Bye bye.